Gentlemen, it's your commissioner, Jared Hawk. Now, fantasy football season is fast approaching, and we have to talk about a couple of things before we get there. We have our draft order, now we need our draft date. I'm thinking Saturday, August 22nd. And I'm also thinking this year should be different. I think we should do a live draft with the board. I know we've always talked about it, but it's never been set in stone. But I think that'd be fun. I think, this year's been a little wacky. Why not shake it up a little bit? So, when I send you this video, we can discuss via text. Also, as I texted a couple weeks ago about the punishment. Now, Zach never did the punishment, and quite frankly, Mike didn't do the punishment from the year before either. He ate a pepper, but it wasn't the ghost pepper he said it was at the draft. Now, Mike can't go unpunished, and neither can Zach. So, as we discussed, I will be buying the third hottest hot sauce in the world called The End, and on draft night, Mike and Zach will participate in having a dab of The End. We'll put on a little cracker. It will kill their taste buds for about an hour. That's what it did for me. And that will be their punishment. Now, gentlemen, what I'm thinking about the punishment is going forward. This group can never decide on anything. We have characters like Drost, Frankie, Zach, and, people just can't decide. So instead of, we throw out these weird, absurd things like go on a grinder date with a gay guy, which is just humiliating for the gay guy. And quite frankly, no one in this group would do that. I think what we should do, implementing the punishment from now on, is we each pick a punishment. We each throw out an idea, all 10 of us, and then we shrink it down to 3. And then the loser of the season gets to choose between the 3 punishments. So I remember a couple years ago, I said polar plunge. That is something that I would do. It's not that bad. Eating a ghost pepper or the third hottest hot sauce in the world, something that's not that bad. Another one that I liked was taking an edible and taking the SATs or ACTs. That's not that bad. A good one is a tattoo that says fantasy football loser with a date and the year. That's not that bad. That's probably $50, and whoever the loser is, if you choose that idea, I'll help pay for it. I'll do half, and you can do the other half. But just some ideas. I think that since we can never really decide on one idea, I think we should just each decide ourselves on one idea. So we have 10 ideas, and then we will shrink it down to 3, and then the loser can choose from those 3 to make one. That is my idea. That is what I'm suggesting, and I hope you guys all agree on it. Now, another thing for draft order in the future. This year kind of fucking sucked because we had to do it out of a hat. But I like the idea of taking like an intelligence test, like the Wonderlic, which is what NFL players take when they get into the league. I think we should do that starting next year. We take it, and then that decides whoever scores the best gets the draft order. I've also liked golfing, but I know it would be hard to get 10 of us on the same course at the same time. And I know we have some cheaters in the group that it'd be tough for them to not cheat. So I would have to ride with them. I'm looking at you, Zach. But that's next year's problem. We're focused on this year. So this video, what I'm thinking about doing, or why I thought it's just easier to do a video rather than it is to text. I think we should implement the choice. The loser gets the choice of the punishment, and I think we should do it on a draft board, because who knows if we're all going to be around next year, like in the same state. Jake might be somewhere, Zach might be somewhere, John might be somewhere. Who knows? I don't know. So I think this year for our final draft together, maybe should be a draft board. I'll purchase it on Amazon. It comes with the stickers. I think it's a great idea. And then we'll take pictures of the draft board. So when I store it away that night before I enter it in the following morning, no one can cheat, i.e. Drost. Those are the suggestions I'm giving to you guys. And I know we're going to text about it in the group chat, but I didn't really want to type out a message. I'd rather just sit in front of a camera and say it. Maybe show some of you guys who haven't seen me in a while my appearance. Trust me, I'll be more cleaned up per draft day so we can take that annual photo. But those are just some things to get you rattling in your head. I know we got a couple months. Like, I don't even know the date. It's August, or this is June, I think like 27th. So we probably got like a month and 3.5 weeks until our draft date. So just some things to start sitting on, thinking about, and, you know, it's never too early to start preparing. I already have 2 magazines. My notebook's getting kind of full. So yeah, I think this is a good chat. And like I said in the group chat, actually, once I made the draft order pick video, was that this year, instead of doing the weekly updates like I did every Tuesday morning via text, I think that I will just be doing this video. I will make a video every Tuesday night, and send it out to you guys, giving my rewards, giving my shout outs, diminishing the people that had bad weeks, I guess celebrating the mid-season champ. I didn't know that was really a thing, but my roommate always tends to say, well, I was the mid-season champ. Well, didn't even make playoffs. He had a 7-1 record. But that's for next year's problem. So gentlemen, when I send this video, watch it. I know it's going to have a lengthy runtime, like around 8.5 to 9 minutes. But watch it, sit on it, ponder it, send back your feedbacks in the Zach Blows at football, fantasy football group chat. And yeah, we can go from there. This is going to be a good year. Looking forward to it. I always love being your commissioner. I know last year, when I lost for the second straight year in the finals, you know, I pondered quitting, but, you know, fantasy football is what brings this group together. You know, like if it wasn't for this group, how many of us would truly talk to each other? I know I would talk to all of you because I'm friends with all you, but how many would you guys stay in contact with some other members in the group? Just something to think about. Fantasy football is a family, and this is a very tight-knit family. And that's why some members who have tried to get in, even though they may be friends with us, you know, we just have to deny them, you know? Because they come in, they take Kyle Rudolph with the first overall pick. And, you know, we can't have that. That's like that drunk cousin at a family party that no one likes. You can't have that in this family. We have the dick, we have Drost, we have the liar, we have Zach, we have the funny guy, me, we have the dry guy, John, we have, you know, DuPont, whatever that is. So, gentlemen, this is a family. We're not welcoming new members. It's going to be this solid 10 group of dudes for a while. So, with that, I bid you adieu. Enjoy this video. And I'll be making videos until the season, maybe like once every other week, maybe twice a month. Who knows? I guess once every other week is twice a month, but that's not for me to decide. It's for you to decide. Your commissioner has spoken.